Well, that was awesome. Started the show muted. My intro gonna work. Let's try this again. Let's do it. Awesome. So my media's not working. Well, we're just having one of those days. But where's my drink? I'm thirsty. All right, welcome. We're here. We have shenanigans. This is Brunhild. She's a white rotary from the late 1800s. She's beauteous. And she's different from the singers in that the singers you drive towards you, this girl drives away. So let's see how she free motions and braveries. I really want to run my new intro. Here we go. Hey, we did it. I think the problem is, even though I'm plugged in, my Ethernet cable is, I'm trying to run the Wi-Fi instead of. But let's take off the presser foot and load this machine. This machine is also different in that the way the feet attach. Oh, that's why. So the foot slides in this way versus the other ones that clamp on, but people probably aren't paying attention. I need another light. I'm not gonna be able to stand. Do I know my name? Welcome to the circus. I'm your host, Phoenix Electra. And we are starting off with a banger. We're forgetting to unmute ourselves. Our media is not working. We're having all the streamer problems. So to thread this machine, pop the spool on underneath the first loop, around the back, and this we go up and down. Yeah, let's see. Up, up. Do you remember how to thread my machine? It's been a while. Oh. Oh, awesome. I can't remember how to write it. I don't remember how to thread this machine. Oh man. We're starting off stellar. Okay, this part's right, top down. Up. Oh, yep. Hey, how you doing? We've got a new beauty today. Actually, my original old beauty. Happy Saturday. I hope it's not too hot. We're having hot trash Saturday. I danced too hard last night and I'm tired. I'm not caffeinated enough. Okay. So far, so good. I think we remember how to thread this machine. This girl is from like the I think that was Rumblestown. I saw that on my end too. I was like, where'd my stream go? No, I'm not threaded correctly. Something is wrong. We are bad, right? Yes. Oh man. Okay, let's try this again. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so we do. Oh, we did thread it. There we go. Took me a second to remember how to, this machine is very different than my other ones. Okay, we remember how to. Oh, beautiful. There we go, baby. This should stitch now. What's going on? Oh, he's stuck in the feed dogs. Yeah. Okay. I know today's we're like, what is going on today? Okay, we're threaded. We're moving. We're back to a round bobbin. I'll put that in there. What's up? Okay. Why do we have stuff stuck? Okay, moved along. All right. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Actually, before we do some fancy stuff, let's make sure that we actually like remember how to sew with this machine. We'll just do a couple of straight lines before we try to do anything fancy. This girl is a beast, and she will outlive us all. Okay, that feels like stitching. A little bit less in the corner. Oh, I had to pick a light colored thread. Let's see here. How is this? How are we looking? I see stitches, so that's good. This workout, this machine is a different workout. So just use one arm. But this machine came to my collection from an ad on Craigslist. Somebody was selling her for $25, and I feel like I stole her. It was such a good price. Okay, we're stitching. That looks good. The back looks good. Up off the presser foot again. And see if we can stitch fancy. Not break any needles and not come through our finger. Her bobbins not catching. What's going on here? And everything off of the cover. Making me look bad today, or am I just making myself look bad today? We're just full of self-deprecation right now. Okay, so let me see. Not make a mess. Okay. So these bobbins are these flat round ones. No holes. I don't know any other machine besides the like rotaries that make these bobbins. So there's something usually a little bit different. But that's a good point. I'm trying to make sure everything's good because later they're going to cut some leather and some other suckers. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So the bobbin is wound so that the thread is facing in the up position. We slide it on, right through the notch, up the little hole, around to the bobbin, through the slot. Um, and through this little slot. There we go. Take that back in the bobbin rings. Thread again. Everything out of the way. Piece cover back on. Find out to the neck. I can only imagine the saddles and tack that this machine sewed because the woman I got her from, they just looked like ranchers, which quite possible that this machine lived on a ranch. What's going on? Like they want to wear it. Let's do another straight line and make sure. This machine does not love the free motion as much as my treadle machine. which is also sort of now I'm gonna just real quick switch machines. Because I have to move all my stuff. And I won't be able to look at the camera. Let's see here. These selling shows. Wrestling was and these don't always come with you think they're going to. I might regret this choice, but this tool is still really. Let's see how this rolls. I think the last time I tried this tool, it wouldn't fit on this machine. And what we found was it's double the years, it's less portable. Hopefully, that's not helping. We want to switch. Oh my god, rather than a needle. Oh. It needs more light because I cannot see what I'm doing. This machine has a lot of stuff over the years. Yeah. I got like shaky fingers. I think I was like nervous and that I like didn't know, but I have not streamed for 2 years now. This machine is like super quiet. She packs a punch. Goes leather like a champ. Also says delicate stuff. Look at that roll hem there. I'm just trying not to pull too hard. But yeah, the Singers and the Kenlers, a lot of machines, they drive the presser, the feed dogs. The mechanism works by coming towards you. This machine works in the opposite direction. So you drive away from yourself, which in my head it makes more sense. Just, I always have to like stop and check myself. What machine are you at? Today we are here because Greenhouse needed some love. He's been looking at me like, come on, why don't you sew with me? And I said, all right, baby. I'll stitch with you today. And I like that I removed this desk in here rather than the other side table because I just like to stand at the sewing machine. I just did your butter. I don't feel like sitting down right now. Oh, today, it doesn't matter. Sometimes stitching the wrong sides together, but with all the doodads and details. Nope. Hey, Gaffa, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having the best Saturday morning you could be having. Yeah, I brought out a oldie but a goodie. This is my white rotary hand crank. The first old-fashioned machine that came to live at my house. But at your ranch, you'd probably do just as well. Yeah, she's a little bit different. My 1890s treasure. It's the simplest. The white rotaries, they start differently. More like a dream. This girl is gonna outlive all of us. I can only imagine the outfits and Seattle is going to tack with this machine. Has seen it's very. The rest is condoling for someone that never leaves the farm. Yeah, you're like, okay. I, I cannot. The world is a crazy place. Every I oh, your scream. I was like, oh god. At least you've got everything you need. But not be able to like leave to go to church or go to the have the kids come over. Yeah, good point. Wasn't gonna go anywhere anyway, but all right, I'll stay right here. Man, oh man. Let's switch off this blue tool on the bottom here because we're getting crinkled, but it really doesn't matter once it's attached to the skirt. There's going to be so much ornamentation that no one's ever going to see if there's a mistake. Oh, you can go to church. Oh, awesome. That's good. I know, too bad you couldn't get off scot-free like Alec Baldwin yesterday. Oh my god, that was the craziest 2.5 days of trial. And he like actually did that. And yeah. We are living. Oh, you're the deacon, so you kind of have to. Yes. Into those positions of authority, and or depending on how small the you are, the church, the bathroom. Oh, well, in our hands of detail before. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on anymore. And I suffered myself through that big boy press conference. Oh my god. It's a good thing we didn't make it a drinking game because I think I had alcohol poisoning. So bad. So bad. Yeah, maybe next week we'll pull out my 101. I have such unusual specimens. So they've got my white rotary, my early 1900s singer, and then in this heap over here is the Singer 101, which is their Singer's very first fully electric model. Let me topping up some synthetic lace. Today we're doing gold hems on organza and tulle. I was going to try some free motion embroidery with this machine, but she love doesn't love that. I've got the I have a lavender skirt that's already got some layers of this new organza and tulle layers on there. So and it needed a little bit more. mine. I looked to the right of me and I was like, oh, why don't you should just soak this. Oh, words are not. I'm sorry, folks. I mean, nothing. I'm just showing up and pretending we know what we're doing today. Yeah, so I'm just using the 1/4 inch rolled hem, but I'm just putting the rolled hem. Yeah, no synthetic lace. I could actually. I was thinking about doing some free motion with a tool, but I think I would need to sit with the other machine and hope that I doesn't get chewed up when the feed does. Chewed. Ooh. I think I haven't been up for like hours already and been caffeinated, but it's kind of. It's only 82. I can't even blame it on the heat. It's not even that hot yet. And it's cooled down from the 106. My arm workout. So I'm gonna make heavy load. But again, the material is so light, and with all the trimming, nobody's. Yet. Probably should have done the other night. I'm grumbling to myself. Oh, this I just had a salvage on it. Alright, that one's fine. The other one, I'm gonna have to do a rolled hem onto one by itself, and then add the 2 layers. Okay, let's work on the piece that we've got over here and not worry about the other part. Kids want to go to the rabbit barn. All right, have a great Saturday. Have fun with the kiddos. Hanging out with the rabbits. Thanks for popping by, good sir. Oh, yeah. Early. Yeah, just prattling on about Greenhild. And Bart organized. And not to be too messy with our stitching. Oh, well, pieces. Just out of shot. The cats just want to sleep and eat. And when it's cool enough, run around outside. I forgot how much I love this machine. Great for sewing corsets and straight lines, and really can't drive too fast on her. She's so simple. There's a hem at the top, all shiny and blue. Here, oh no, well, oh wow, this machine is completely manual. Yes, this machine absolutely is. She's driven by the power of my hand. Yep, Goffo popped in and popped out for good sir. Yep. This is 1890s technology at its finest. No drive belt, no pedal, just me and good old righty. By far the most quiet machine in my collection. Behind my two-member Gonza. She's sitting on top. I go grab her. She goes with. I know, I thought I was going to work on one thing, and then sometimes it just doesn't, my thumbnail doesn't tell the truth of what actually gets stitched. But, oh well, it's fine. I'm here. We're here. We're sewing. Well, I guess it was a big advance than doing this street by hand. Yes, absolutely. This is a huge advancement. Drives much faster than hand stitching. And I have all the same fancy presser feet as I do because the wrist company pretty much makes all the presser feet. Marriage section here. There we go. Yep, and she drives backwards compared to my other machines. For those who move towards you, this girl, you drive away from yourself. But threading her is so simple when I remember how to do it. Just straightforward and ingenious this machine is. But she packs a punch. The first time I stitched through my finger was with this machine. But she's great for leather and tough fabrics. This is just only complicated. I've got two layers. I'm trying to make sure it end up nicely together. But fortunately, they're skinny. It just goes out, wraps around. Yeah, here's her puzzle box. They down there. And all the fancy tools. We're using the smaller version of this rolled hemsworth with other gatherers. Also, for bias binder. Also, with attachment. That actually I spent more on the attachments than I did on the machine, but it happens sometimes. I don't regret it. But it was like 30 versus 25, so it wasn't a huge. And I am using oh, my audio comes and goes. I am using my OBS virtual cam. What? Right. I don't know. But the answer to that question is yes. I don't. Okay. Huh. There's something in my. There's something in my settings here. Looks like it's working. Is it me just mumbling and being funny? Or that I'm not? move the mic a little bit closer to my face and see if that helps. Yeah, since you helped me get it started, I have continued, and it's not like I'm fighting with sewing machine audio today. It's just me. But not OBS, Studio is doing something funny because I wasn't expecting it to cut out on me like it did earlier. We'll see how the show goes. If not, I'll just stitch quietly by myself. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Maybe my internet's being funny, but that shouldn't affect my audio. Oh, stop clicking into the microphone. You know what? I didn't change anything. Oh, stop with that clicking. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Stretch everything back out again. Oh, just quietly stitching hems. So, one of her favorite things to sew around here is rolled hems. Okay, hold on a second. My extra caffeine coconut water today. Everything's plugged in the right way. That's always. I don't like that the USB connection for my sound card is getting loose at the connection section. I'll figure it out. But also, I'm not being overly chatty either. Just driving. I know I thought I broke my mic stand yesterday, but I was like, oh, you just are trying to put it in upside down. Oh, that's why I thought I was missing a piece. No, it's just me not remembering how to do simple things. And then I saw that the fabric shop in town was having a leather sale, leather scrap sale. I was like, oh, let's go into town. And I was like, wait, Phoenix, don't you have pieces of leather to sew before you go and buy more? I was like, yes. So we'll grab that out and find our slipper pattern later. Grab our leather needle. white. Yeah, right. This is. Yo, this brand. Well, maybe that's why they stopped. The white rotary doesn't exist anymore. I imagine it being more it's the Weiss machine, but no, it's from Ohio. Yeah, White Ranchers. I think the manufacturer, it was made in Cleveland, I think. So quiet compared to all my other machines. There's not even hardly any like sweet sewing machine sounds except for when something's not oiled and squeaky. But I haven't sewed with her for a couple months. I was like, Brunhild, you need some love. I'm just too uncomfortable to sit. So we'll sew with the machine where I prefer to stand. For some reason, with the hand crank, it's just more comfortable for me. There we lined up again. There we are. It's hard. The layers are so, they're not the same color, but they just meld in perfectly together. And then with all the other details that are going to be on this skirt, there's just a lot going on. It's great. This machine's a different workout. I'm going to have to do some cardio on my left arm. Because there's no way. It only works with my one hand. Oh, I gotta make sure I stand up straight and engage my core. Oh, my nose is, I'm getting the tufts from the microphone up my nose. Oops, we're gonna drop our mic stand. Awesome. Okay, let's see if that's close enough, but not too close. We're working on our pile. It's just a growing. Oh, I shouldn't put it right in front of the chat screen though. Alright, let's get through this. Strips. Just sew it along. Gently guiding it through the presser foot. Oh, I should have finished that shirt. I got so many ideas, not enough time. Forever problems. Oh, whatever. I cut these strips. I did not do my measuring with the most awesomeness. I'll just find a spot where nobody's gonna notice that that strip is super short compared to the other sections. And bugs outside. I thought it was my computer fan. I'm so distracted today. Like, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. time. I'm only blaming stuff on myself today. Nope, it's only me. I'm just distracting myself. I'm just being uncomfortable with my skin and tired. Excuse me as I yawn, because I'm so boring to myself. Just falling asleep at the sewing machine. Just gonna smush this piece. There we go. Didn't like what was going on, so I'm just gonna begin. We're in the hole. There we go. Are we stitching with thread? Yes, we are stitching with thread again. The pile is starting to get a little bit smaller on the floor. It's a good thing I vacuumed so we didn't get our tulle and organza all lost with thread debris. Oh. I just drive forward. It's a good thing I remembered how to thread. This machine came back pretty quickly after I was like, oh, what's not working right? Because I find it to be more intuitive than the Singers. It's just remembering which machine I'm standing at or sitting at, as the case may be. I know, then later we gotta finish, get everything tidy and all our stuff in its new spaces. Moved in elsewhere, there the desk, we've got the drawers, and the problems with tidying and reorganizing is the spot in the middle where everything looks way worse on its quest to be nicer. We're in the way worse section still. We'll make it through. And we'll unveil and show off all the beauties. Somebody's dog was barking at 7:30 this morning, and then somebody was working on some giant truck. I did not care to be out before 8 o'clock this morning, but sometimes the outside environment says you will no longer sleep, and I said, fine, I'll get up and have coffee. Figure out what we're going to do for today's show. Yeah, so nice and tidy. So shiny. The tool, at first I was like, oh, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but when, in reality, in the real light, it does look nicer with the two layers together. And because they're both so slippery and difficult to sew individually, give each other just a little bit of weight, just so nicer together. Or slightly easier, not by much, but just enough. Oh wow, awesome. Time keeps keep thinking I'm like hardly sewing, but slowly but surely time is just going on. I'll finish up that top later, so I've got my new top for tomorrow that we sewed last week. Now we'll see if we get to shop in my stand. We'll see what happens. First, we have to finish sewing what we've got on the machine. Just trying to straighten up my layers, regroup, resume. Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll use the 101. Try out the setup. Keep moving where the camera and the booms, the mic stand is. Don't store it into the camera. I mean the microphone. Wow. It'd be super awesome today. Not. Oh, it doesn't help that I'm like in the light. Just sewing in the shadows today. I didn't need to move my other light over. Looks like I could grab it. What was the fun and nappy? We've already started the shenanigans all shitty. Why do I just want to say King Time says? Okay. I'm just pulling it because the threads in this organza try to smush each other up in a not so nice kind of a way. So sometimes we just need to stretch everything back out again. forget how much thread these bobbins hold. Well, we're having a super slow show, but that's fine. It's fine. Not very exciting this morning. I get it. Oh, there's one of the ears. There we go. All right. Is it one of those days? I'm just going to close the show and just so quietly by myself. We're just... Am I just not feeling it today? Or are we just going to carry on because the camera's already rolling, the stitches are already flowing, and these layers are not going to sew themselves. Yeah, I don't know. I'm waiting for my Rumble Rocket to show up. Message the chat. I was like, oh, do you have a tracking number? He was like, oh, I forgot to send it. 3 weeks later, it's like going and looking for a package every day. I'm like, where's my package? Where's my package? Because sometimes my packages have gone AWOL and awry, but no, it's just safely sitting not where it's supposed to be in my hot little studio yet. Soon. And I think, oh, should we try? Let me see how this works. This is gonna video media. There's my. Oh. Does work. Oh. Just trying out my new assets. Not that I really needed to go anywhere. I just wanted to see how cute it was with that Rumble logo from Frenchie in the bottom corner. It took forever for my intro to want to roll. I was like, don't do that. Unless it's the audio on those things being funny with my OBS, but I don't know why that should be. Not smart enough. The temperature's not that hot, but there's no breeze, so it's like getting uncomfortable already. All right. We're going to have one of those shows. I'm just going to call it now. It's quiet. I'm not being the best host, not being the most exciting. We're going to roll our outro, and we'll be back tomorrow at 3:30, and we're going to have a way better show than we had today. All right. Bye.